Hi guys, I'm Logan George, your convention coordinator for this year.
My name is Sarvesh Subramanian and I'm director of debate. So the biggest new thing that we did this year was the presidential debate. So we can only do that once every 4 years and at this time. And it was perfect since we have so many Democratic nominees, and it was super lively, it was super fun, and I think everybody loved it. We had such a huge turnout. People were literally crowded into every part of the room. My favorite debate style was a presidential debate. It was just super fun. I love seeing like somebody do a Bernie accent.
Question me on this because I wrote the damn bill.
And then just going off and everyone else chiming in, trying to cross-talk with each other. And I'll be honest, I really love hitting the gavel on the ground. That was great.
We had lots more satirical debates, one in every block to be exact. So hopefully those were a lot of fun for you all. Heard some good speakers, good debating.
And we had more thought talks for people that don't want to do a full debate but still want the opportunity to talk. So we just tried as a main focus to make everything more engaging.
And one of the other biggest things that we got accomplished this year was our use of electronic ballots. And we know this was sort of a mixed bag, but we think it worked really well on our end. We hope it was super easy and simple for you, and we hope to move forward with this in the future.
Hi, I am Mehak Batra. I am the Director of Fundraising for Texas JSA. We raised $14,374 for scholarships for students who cannot cover all the costs for convention for fall and spring state. We've raised $238 for Miracle Minute, which is pretty high. We're selling really cute water bottles. We sold long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, 2 types of stickers. We sold goodie bags, lanyards, and we also had a photo booth and a raffle.
My name is Wang. I'm from Plano West High School and I'm our National Director of Activism.
My name is Moser. I'm from Alamo Heights High School and I'm the Director of Activism.
The biggest way that I've been trying to incorporate our national initiatives on a more state level is that I've been focusing on incorporating it into convention, because convention is definitely the basis of Texas JSA and also just the most fun activity every year. For example, at Fall State, one way that I've tried to incorporate our Fight Apathy campaign into convention is that all the chapters have been making submissions.
This year's Fall State Activism Project was a donation drive to Settlement Home for Children. So it'll help the local community here in Austin because the Settlement Home for Children focuses on kids who have trouble in the foster care system, so it provides programs for them and their families. We donated items from books to makeup sets because it focuses on kids from 12 to 18 who've experienced abuse and neglect, who this holiday season maybe don't have the money or their families don't have the funds to purchase gifts for them.
And all of their submissions will actually be displayed during chapter caucus. So that's a really cool way at convention for chapters and for delegates to be able to get a really cool look at what National JSA is doing and also participate. Another way, besides convention, that I've incorporated National JSA's initiatives is directly through chapters. Because obviously we know that chapters are the backbone to JSA. Without chapters, we don't have JSA. So obviously, I've been trying to work with Moser, our Texas Director of Activism, and Kay Ayers, the CIA Director, to get a lot of our national initiatives down on a chapter level. So for example, with our new Fight Apathy Revamped campaign, we've asked every chapter in Texas to participate and to send in their submissions. So that's been a really, really cool way that Texas has been participating in all these national initiatives. The last way that I tried to incorporate a lot of national initiatives into Texas is through publicity, because the Texas JSA Instagram is a really cool way that I try to publicize and let other Texas JSAers really know what's going on. So for example, like I previously stated, Fight Apathy, we've been posting a lot of things on the Instagram page to make it more interactive and to just let people know what's happening nationally so that they can implement it on a state and their own local levels. So Fight Apathy before has been a flagship JSA campaign for a really long time, but we haven't revamped it in a really long time. So before, the entire idea of Fight Apathy was that we had these really iconic I Believe in Fight Apathy stickers. And the entire idea was that people in schools would use these stickers and they would write something that they believe in on the sticker. Unfortunately, it seems that even though we did fight apathy in the past, it didn't necessarily really fight apathy at the end of the day, because all people were really doing was writing on stickers and then not really doing anything afterwards. So for this year, as National Director of Activism, I've revamped Fight Apathy so that it can truly fulfill this JSA mission of fighting apathy and of doing things in our community. So for example, we've now split Fight Apathy into 2 parts. So part 1 is where chapters discover something that they care about. So where individuals or as chapters, they declare an issue that they care about. And then we display their submissions at Fall State. The second part of Fight Apathy is where we actually act and try to fight apathy in our communities. So in stage 2, this is when chapters pick one issue they care about, and then they go out in their communities and take action. For example, this can be things like volunteering, petitioning, working towards solutions for these organizations. These are all steps that we've tried to take during step 2 of Fight Apathy. So essentially, the entire idea of revamping this Fight Apathy campaign is that now we're trying to take steps to actually be able to fight apathy and not just make a blanket statement idea. And I personally believe that the biggest part of this revamp of Fight Apathy is that it's about uniting JSAers together, not only on a chapter level, but definitely on a national and state level, because this is something we're pursuing across the nation, and just really letting JSAers let their voices be heard and truly fight apathy and be the people.
My name is William Fan. I go to Bellard High School and I'm the Quizmaster. So this year I did a couple of different things. So first, and probably most significantly, was I made the questions more like inclusive of like the general public.
Who was the supreme leader of the Mongols?
I remember in my past Quiz Bowl experiences, the questions were like really random and without competition inputs. But this year, I put out a survey which had a bunch of like topic ideas in which I allowed potential competitors to like choose what topics they wanted to see and what they didn't want to see. But in addition to that, I also made like specialized like scoring documents. Even though I didn't print enough this time, I made like an outline of like 30 questions worth of like an answer doc, and I feel like that's more important because like in the past we just like wrote answers down on notebook sheets of paper, and I feel like that wasn't very formal. But now I feel like we're making it more of like a serious thing by having like an official answer document.
Decherd from Elmo Heights High School, and I'm your Santa. So this year our theme was Red, White, and Who, just as your favorite political leader. I am Miss Queen Elizabeth herself. So we just wanted to have a really fun time at the dance, and Red, White, and Blue, you know, support the country, and political leader. It's all JSA themed. But we also had Mr. and Mrs. JSA in the game room. We just wanted to have a great place for everyone at JSA to come, hang out. We wanted them to have all the opportunities so they didn't feel like they had to be in the room, and they feel included wherever they were. My favorite nighttime activity, okay, well, it has to be the dance. It's really fun, music, you know, people. But I have to say that Mr. and Mrs. JSA might outshine that just because it's like people really showing themselves, you know, it's just us having fun. It's not like it's really hard talents, like someone just did the air piano, you know, and other 2 girls like tied each other's shoes, but it's just so fun. It's like everyone has such positive like energy.
My favorite part of Fall State is probably getting to be in an environment with people of all different opinions where I can kind of learn more about issues that I don't know about and hear the other sides of issues that I already do but haven't really considered different perspectives on. So it's just really great to hear everybody's opinions and widen my own perspective.
My favorite part of Fall State is the thought talks because it allows people a chance to share their views without the pressure of a debate.
So my favorite part about Fall State is that I get to see different points of view and different mindsets so that I can understand where they come from and have a better understanding of it.
My favorite part of Fall State is that we get to debate in the rooms that in the Capitol, and we get to pretend like we're politicians.
My favorite part of Fall State was meeting a bunch of new people from a bunch of different schools all across the great state of Texas.
As a freshman in my first time going to JSA, I absolutely loved it. And I definitely come back. The reason for this is because I love to voice out my own opinion and have others listen to it and talk back and hopefully discuss an issue that we all care about.
I hope that you all had a wonderful Fall State 2019.